Welcome to our channel, DMV Permit Practice Test. Visit our website for free road signs cheat sheet and additional resources to help you prepare and easily pass your DMV permit test. Now let's begin. Question 1. It is illegal for a person, 21 years of age or older, to drive with a blood alcohol concentration that is dash or more. Option A, 1/10 of 1%. Option B, 0.08 of 1%. Option C, 0.05 of 1%. The correct answer is option B, 0.08 of 1%. Question 2. You must notify DMV within 5 days if you: Option A, sell or transfer your vehicle. Option B, paint your vehicle a different color. Option C, are cited for a traffic violation. The correct answer is option A, sell or transfer your vehicle. Question 3. Two vehicles are approaching an uncontrolled T intersection. One vehicle is on the through road and the other is on the road that ends. Who has the right-of-way at the intersection? Option A, the vehicle on the through road. Option B, the vehicle on the right. Option C, the vehicle that arrives first. The correct answer is option A, the vehicle on the through road. Question 4. When a traffic signal light isn't working at an intersection, you should: Option A, come to a complete stop, then proceed when it is safe. Option B, stop before entering and let all other traffic go first. Option C, slow down or stop if necessary. The correct answer is option A, come to a complete stop, then proceed when it is safe. Question 5. This red and white sign means you should: Option A, stop and check traffic both ways before proceeding. Option B, give the right-of-way to traffic on the road you wish to enter or cross. Option C, keep a steady speed and check traffic both ways. The correct answer is option B, give the right-of-way to traffic on the road you wish to enter or cross. Question 6. If you have a green light but traffic is blocking the intersection: Option A, stay out of the intersection until traffic clears. Option B, merge into another lane and try to go around the traffic. Option C, enter the intersection and wait until traffic clears. The correct answer is option A, stay out of the intersection until traffic clears. Question 7. Smoking inside a vehicle when a person younger than 18 years of age is present is: Option A, legal if it is your child. Option B, illegal at all times. Option C, not restricted by law. The correct answer is option B, illegal at all times. Question 8. When is it legal to use a cell phone without a hands-free device while driving? Option A, when making a call while stopped at a red light. Option B, when making a call for emergency assistance. Option C, never. The correct answer is Option B, when making a call for emergency assistance. Question 9. Which statement is true about motorcyclists and motorists? Option A, motorcyclists are not allowed to drive faster than other traffic during congested road conditions. Option B, motorcyclists have the same rights and responsibilities as other motorists. Option C, motorcycles are heavier than other vehicles and are less affected by wind or rain. The correct answer is Option B, motorcyclists have the same rights and responsibilities as other motorists. Question 10. You should stop before crossing railroad tracks. Option A, even when the railroad tracks are out of service. Option B, anytime a train may be approaching, whether or not you can see it. Option C, if your vehicle has 3 or more axles. The correct answer is Option B, anytime a train may be approaching, whether or not you can see it. Question 11. You are getting ready to make a right turn. You should. Option A, always stop before making a right turn. Option B, signal during the last 100 feet before you turn. Option C, slow down and signal as you start your turn. The correct answer is Option B, signal during the last 100 feet before you turn. Question 12. You are on a two-way road and the vehicle ahead of you is turning left into a driveway. You may legally pass the vehicle on the right. Option A, if there is enough road between the curb and the vehicle. Option B, even if you must drive in a bicycle lane to do so. Option C, even if you must cross a solid white line painted on the road. The correct answer is Option A, if there is enough road between the curb and the vehicle. Question 13. The speed limit in any alley is Option A, 20 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 25 miles per hour. The correct answer is Option B, 15 miles per hour. Question 14. To turn left from a multi-lane one-way street onto a one-way street, you should start your turn from Option A, any lane as long as it is safe. Option B, the lane closest to the left curb. Option C, the lane in the center of the road. The correct answer is Option B, the lane closest to the left curb. Question 15. Which of these statements is true about child passengers? Option A, children 1 or older and over 20 pounds should ride in the front seat. Option B, children under age 1 should not ride in the front seat in airbag-equipped vehicles. Option C, the front seat is generally the safest place in the car for children 6 years of age and older. The correct answer is Option B, children under age 1 should not ride in the front seat in airbag-equipped vehicles. Question 16. When you change lanes or merge with another lane, you Option A, have the right of way. Option B, should first stop and check for cross traffic. Option C, need at least a 4-second gap in traffic? The correct answer is option C, need at least a 4-second gap in traffic. Question 17. This white sign means option A, railroad crossing is controlled. Continue at your regular speed. Option B, look, listen, and prepare to stop at the crossing if necessary. Option C, stop at the railroad tracks and wait for a signal before crossing. The correct answer is option B, look, listen, and prepare to stop at the crossing if necessary. Question 18. If there is a deep puddle in the road ahead, you should option A, maintain the posted speed to make it through the water. Option B, avoid the puddle, if possible. Option C, shift into neutral as you drive through the water. The correct answer is option B, avoid the puddle, if possible. Question 19. You must make a written report of traffic accident occurring in California, SR1, to DMV if you option A, fail to pay your registration fees within 90 days of receiving your renewal notice. Option B, are involved in a collision and there is more than $1,000 in damages. Option C, allow a licensed driver from another state to drive your vehicle. The correct answer is option B, are involved in a collision and there is more than $1,000 in damages. Question 20. You are driving in the far right lane of a 4-lane freeway and notice thick broken white lines on the left side of your lane. You are driving in option A, the carpool lane and must merge into the next lane. Option B, a special lane for slow-moving vehicles. Option C, an exit lane. The correct answer is option C, an exit lane. Question 21. Which of these statements is true about driving and taking medications? Option A, most cold medications can make a person drowsy. Option B, over-the-counter medications cannot impair driving ability if taken in the recommended dosages. Option C, medications are safe to take at any time if prescribed by a doctor. The correct answer is option A, most cold medications can make a person drowsy. Question 22. Which of the following is true about large trucks? Option A, trucks have fewer blind spots due to the vehicle's height. Option B, it is best to pass trucks very slowly and on the right side. Option C, trucks often appear to travel slower because of their large size. The correct answer is option C, trucks often appear to travel slower because of their large size. Question 23. For which of the following traffic lights must you always stop your vehicle? Option A, solid red lights, flashing red lights, and blacked out traffic signals. Option B, solid red lights, red arrows, and flashing yellow lights. Option C, solid red lights, flashing red lights, and yellow lights. The correct answer is option A, solid red lights, flashing red lights, and blacked out traffic signals. Question 24. When you see this yellow sign, you should. Option A. Always stop at the crosswalk. Option B. Stop at the crosswalk until a crossing guard signals you to go. Option C. Be prepared to stop if children are in the crosswalk. The correct answer is Option C. Be prepared to stop if children are in the crosswalk. Question 25. A pedestrian who is blind or visually impaired uses traffic sounds before deciding to cross the street. If you see a pedestrian with a guide dog or white cane waiting to cross at a corner, you should. Option A. Stop at the crosswalk and honk your horn. Option B. Drive into the crosswalk so the person can hear your engine. Option C. Pull up to the crosswalk so the person can hear your engine. The correct answer is Option C. Pull up to the crosswalk so the person can hear your engine. Question 26. Your wheels should be pointed straight ahead unless you are. Option A. Waiting to make a left turn at a traffic light. Option B. Parked on a hill or sloping driveway. Option C. Parked on the side of a level roadway and there is no curb. The correct answer is Option B. Parked on a hill or sloping driveway. Question 27. You are required to wear your safety belt in a moving vehicle. Option A. Unless the vehicle was manufactured before 1975. Option B. Unless you are riding in the back of a pickup camper. Option C. And failure to do so will result in a traffic ticket. The correct answer is Option C. And failure to do so will result in a traffic ticket. Question 28. When driving in fog, snow, or rain, you should use your Option A. Low beam headlights. Option B. High beam headlights. Option C. Running lights. The correct answer is Option A. Low beam headlights. Question 29. To be sure a lane is clear before you change lanes, you should. Option A. Look in your outside mirrors only. Option B. Glance over your shoulder into the lane you want to enter. Option C. Always turn your head and look over your right shoulder. The correct answer is Option B. Glance over your shoulder into the lane you want to enter. Question 30. You should adjust your rear view and side mirrors. Option A. Before you get into the car. Option B. Before you start driving. Option C. After you start driving. The correct answer is Option B. Before you start driving. Question 31. Cargo extending more than 4 feet from your rear bumper. Option A. Is illegal under all circumstances. Option B. Must be marked with a red flag or lights. Option C. Does not legally have to be marked, but it is a good idea. The correct answer is Option B. Must be marked with a red flag or lights. Question 32. The speed limit for a school zone where children are present is dash, unless otherwise posted. Option A. 15 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 25 miles per hour. Question 33. Instructions from school crossing guards must be obeyed. Option A, at all times. Option B, during school hours only. Option C, only when children are present in front of a school. The correct answer is option A, at all times. Question 34. You are crossing an intersection and an emergency vehicle is approaching with a siren and flashing lights. You should: option A, stop immediately in the intersection until it passes. Option B, pull to the right in the intersection and stop. Option C, continue through the intersection, pull to the right and stop. The correct answer is option C, continue through the intersection, pull to the right and stop. Question 35. A peace officer is signaling you to drive to the edge of the roadway. You decide to ignore the officer's warning and flee the scene. You are guilty of a misdemeanor and can be punished by being: option A, fined up to $1,000. Option B, jailed in the county jail for not more than 1 year. Option C, given a warning and a citation. The correct answer is option B, jailed in the county jail for not more than 1 year. Question 36. All of the following are dangerous while driving, which is also illegal. Option A, wearing a headset that covers both ears. Option B, having one or more interior lights on. Option C, using cruise control on residential streets. The correct answer is option A, wearing a headset that covers both ears. Question 37. This sign on a center lane means you may use this lane for: option A, turning left or right only. Option B, passing slow-moving vehicles only. Option C, turning left only. The correct answer is option C, turning left only. Question 38. During a traffic stop, what documents should you be prepared to provide to law enforcement? Option A, only your driver's license. Option B, your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. Option C, none, as law enforcement has access to your information. The correct answer is option B, your driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. Question 39. You are driving on a 2-lane road and want to pass the vehicle in front of you. To pass safely, you need: option A, a gap large enough for your vehicle to completely pass the other vehicle without exceeding the speed limit. Option B, a gap that is only slightly larger than the other vehicle. Option C, a gap that is 2 car lengths long. The correct answer is option A, a gap large enough for your vehicle to completely pass the other vehicle without exceeding the speed limit. Question 40. If you are convicted of driving under the influence in California, you may be required to: Option A. Pay a fine, attend DUI school, and have your license suspended or revoked. Option B. Only pay a fine. Option C. Attend traffic school and have your license reinstated immediately. The correct answer is Option A. Pay a fine, attend DUI school, and have your license suspended or revoked. Question 41. When you see a solid white line between lanes of traffic, you should. Option A. Stay in your lane. Option B. Change lanes only when it's safe to do so. Option C. Merge into another lane immediately. The correct answer is Option A. Stay in your lane. Question 42. When making a left turn at an intersection and there is a green arrow signal. Option A. You should turn without checking for traffic. Option B. You must yield to oncoming traffic. Option C. You have the right of way and can turn safely. The correct answer is Option C. You have the right of way and can turn safely. Question 43. You are approaching an intersection with a green traffic light. Pedestrians are crossing against the red signal. You should. Option A. Stop and wait for the pedestrians to cross. Option B. Sound your horn to alert the pedestrians. Option C. Drive around the pedestrians to proceed through the intersection. The correct answer is Option A. Stop and wait for the pedestrians to cross. Question 44. When approaching a stopped emergency vehicle with its lights flashing on a highway with 2 lanes in the same direction, you must. Option A. Slow down and proceed with caution. Option B. Maintain your speed and pass the emergency vehicle quickly. Option C. Change lanes to the left if safe or slow down and proceed with caution. The correct answer is Option C. Change lanes to the left if safe or slow down and proceed with caution. Question 45. You are driving on a divided highway with multiple lanes. If you need to make a U-turn, you should. Option A. Make the U-turn from the far left lane. Option B. Make the U-turn from the center lane. Option C. Make the U-turn from the right lane. The correct answer is Option A. Make the U-turn from the far left lane. Question 46. Which of the following is a legal U-turn? Option A. On a divided highway where there is a paved opening for a turn. Option B. 150 feet away from a hill or curve. Option C. In a residential area where there are no vehicles approaching within 500 feet. The correct answer is Option A. On a divided highway where there is a paved opening for a turn. Question 47. If you are involved in a collision and no one is injured, you should. Option A. Exchange information with the other party and leave the scene. Option B. Move your vehicle off the road if possible and call for assistance. Option C. Leave your vehicle in the traffic lane until the police arrive. The correct answer is Option B. Move your vehicle off the road if possible and call for assistance. Question 48. When a school bus is stopped with its red lights flashing, you must stop. Option A. If you are on a divided highway. Option B. Unless you are on the other side of a divided or multi-lane highway. Option C. Only if children are crossing the road. The correct answer is Option B. Unless you are on the other side of a divided or multi-lane highway. Thank you for practicing with us. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more practice videos to help you easily pass the DMV written test. Please visit our website www.dmv-permit-practice-test.com for more resources to help you prepare for the test.